Harbaugh says he wants a more of a 50-50 balanced offense going forward in 2023. He says that last season Michigan was more like 60-40, and he's about right. Last season, Michigan had 370 pass attempts all season, and they had 600 rushing attempts. So it was 6-4 almost. It would be a significant improvement to even up those numbers. I think I like the fact that Harbaugh is willing to say that he will try. It's music to my ears. Michigan scored 40 points per game last season on that 60-40 clip, but I think passing the ball is essential if you want to beat some of the better teams with the better defenses. You have to be able to do it. But I love what Harbaugh said. Just that little nugget gained me more confidence in going into this season because I think he is the best at adjusting from year to year, season to season. Harbaugh knows what the team needs to take that next step, and he's done it every year he's been here. So let's go to JJ McCarthy. He is the standard bearer, the leader of the passing attack, right? He is plenty capable. He didn't get a spring game last year. In fact, he started games behind McNamara in 2022. His timing with receivers left touchdowns off the scoreboard, but he has all the ability and all the touch to do much better, especially now that his throwing injury is in the past from last season, which is why he struggled and beat out McNamara. So when Harbaugh talks passing, I think it could be a 50-50 proposition. If the opposing team doesn't know what you are going to do, for instance, if Michigan hits on a couple of long touchdown passes a game, then that will make the rushing attack that much more dangerous. You know, they have to keep their secondary back to eliminate them long balls and them long passes. And that just opens it up for Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards, etc. So, it's going to be hard to keep the ball away from them guys, which I think it is in the trenches that wins most games and that lends to Michigan's running capability. But when you must be able to pass efficiently, it's a different story. McCarthy missed on a lot of long passes last season. Was it timing? Yes. Have they worked on that? I think they have to be. I believe they have to have worked on all of that because JJ is the perfect complement to this team that Harbaugh has built. He can pass and run. JJ McCarthy was 65% for 208 completions out of 322 attempts. He had 2,719 yards. If he would have hit on 6 or 8 of those open long balls, he would have obliterated Jim Harbaugh's own record. He was 10 yards behind Jim Harbaugh last season. JJ had 22 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, 2 critical ones in the playoff that we will not mention. But if Harbaugh does really trust in JJ, he could be Michigan's best quarterback in history for a single season. And I've had a video on that. I really do believe it. I said he can run too. He had 70 rushes for 306 yards, 4.4 average, and 5 touchdowns on the ground. But the backup is a step down, so let's not overdo that early. Let's not put too much on his plate early. Let's let him throw the ball to all these weapons that he has. And we're starting with Cornelius Johnson, who had 32 catches last season for 499 yards and 6 touchdowns. Roman Wilson had 25 catches for 376 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Loveland, the tight end, had 16 catches for 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then the running backs out of the backfield, Donovan Edwards had 18 catches for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Blake Corum had 11 catches for 80 yards and 1 touchdown. So the passing attack could be a 50-50 proposition here going forward. There are others in the passing game. We miss Ronnie Bell, of course. He is in the NFL now, but other targets returning are Tyler Morris, who is a highly recruited individual. 3 catches for 25 yards last season. I think he's going to get more reps. And Max Bredesen had 5 catches for 78 yards, another tight end. Future targets, all right. Like right now, future targets. Darius Clemens had 1 catch for 7 yards. Peyton O'Leary had 1 catch for 4 yards. Both of these guys were spring game phenoms the last couple of years. Let's get them the ball, shall we? Transfers in and freshman targets are, the transfer is A.J. Barner, the tight end from Indiana, had 28 catches for 199 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he did pretty good in the spring game. He adds to JJ McCarthy's weapons. And then the freshman targets that are here this season: Shamaz Morgan, Frederick Moore, Carmelo English, and Deacon Tonelli at tight end. So we'll see what they can do. I think this passing attack could be really, really special. And the defense is going to allow them to determine what they want to do, I think. And if I was Harbaugh, I would lean on the passing game a little more. And he said just that. He wants to go from 60-40 to 50-50, and I love it. I love everything I heard there. And he's not just coming out here and saying it because of that. He really believes it. He really believes that this team could be really special. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day. And go blue and go this passing attack that could be very possible.